this is Not Queen with mywealthbuildingsystem.com, and today I wanted to talk to you about how you are in control of every experience that you go through. And the reason I'm saying that is because yesterday I was driving, right? And I was on my way to a freeway, highway that's called 280 here in Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. And I was getting on 280, and there was clearly, I was at the light. And right after the light, I would have been going on to the entrance. And at the entrance, the traffic was backed up. So the traffic was backed up almost to the intersection that I was at, like going this way, but I was coming straight. So now I had a choice to make whether to continue to go or to make a left and then take the streets up to West Orange. I was on my way to West Orange. So while I was there, I was going through my head like, clearly there must be an accident, right? Because normally the normal conditions, it wasn't rush hour or anything. The normal conditions is it's clear. So because it was backed up, what it is when you come onto the entrance, there's a stop sign, but the traffic is coming from the Parkway, like the Parkway exit, and the Central Avenue entrance are right there. So normally when they're coming through when they finish coming through the toll, it's a lot of traffic going either 280 east or west. So what I have to do is from that entrance, I have to merge over to go west. And that's where most of the traffic is coming. So there's usually, they even had to put a stop sign because normally it wasn't a stop sign there. You would merge. So many accidents happen. And even with the stop sign, there's still accidents that's happening. So clearly there was an accident because the traffic was backed up. So now I had a couple of decisions. One, do I take the streets, right? Or do I make a decision to take the 280 and just be patient? And for some reason, I was like, because I'm in a different state, because you know how you have mental road rage. I was one of those people, you rushing to get nowhere, and every little thing bothers you. If somebody cuts you off, you're aggravated. I told you after I read The Untethered Soul, it had me actually thinking about why does things happen? Why do I react the way I do towards things that are out of my control? And so because of that book, it started making me be more aware and more conscious of what's going on around me, and that I have the decision to react in a certain way, right? So if you're having a bad day, the way you react to what's going on is what causes your bad day. Because you can decide that even though things aren't working the way you want them to work and the way you expected it to work for this day, you still have the decision about whether or not it's going to aggravate you or whether or not you're just going to go with the wind and go with the flow, right? So I decided that I was going to take the entrance, and I was like, I'm just going to be patient and sit here. Was my son in the car? No, I was on my way to pick up my son. So I was in the car with my daughter, with Wisdom. So I just made the decision that I was just going to be patient and still take 280 because it's quicker to West Orange than taking the streets. So while I was sitting there, I was just listening to music, but I was bugging out in my head because I was aware, right? So I had made the decision that I was going to sit here and be patient, and it actually went fairly quickly. It didn't even go as long as I thought it would, considering it was an accident. And so that made me even happier, right? That I made the decision to go with it, and then it wasn't even as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that's where I realized that we really choose how our perception is and how our day can go. Because you can be in traffic and be grumpy and complaining about it the whole time. So now you set off the tone of having a bad day, right? So then when you finally get to your destination, you aggravated as hell and you going through the motions. But really, you made the decision to go through those motions, because you could have just said to yourself, okay, I'm in traffic. It's nothing I can do about it. And this is funny because I say it to my daughter all the time. She cries over the game, right? When things aren't going her way on the game, she's crying, yelling. So while she's crying, I'm like, stop crying over the game. And then she'll like try to validate it. But they kicked me out. Or I'm like, okay. Or sometimes the internet will go out or whatever and she'll get booted out of the game. I'm like, okay, so now that you're crying, did it change the situation? Because you cried, did it stop booting you out of the game? So your decision to cry really didn't change anything, right? Because it's out of your control. But what you do have the control over is how you're going to react when it happens. You know it happens. You still want to play the game. So just say, okay, it's going to happen, and just let it happen. So really you had the decision about how you're going to react, your response to a certain cause and effect, right? So because this happened, how are you now going to respond to it? Are you going to have a good day? Because if you want to have a good day, make a decision right there on the spot that I'm still going to continue to have a good day. So I'm just going to deal with what's going on. Maybe you could take that time to start reflecting on things that you could be doing better in life, or things you could once you get to your destination to make your day a better day. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And once you realize that, you realize that you have the control over everything in your life. So hopefully I brought you some value today. I thank you for watching. I wish you much peace and blessings. And if you're in a business, or if you even need some self-development in making your day a better day, click the link in the description area and join. It's for free. You can join for free. There's some paid parts, but you don't have to do the paid parts to still get the value out of the membership. So click the link in the description area, join, and I'll see you on the other side when you get there. So again, I thank you for watching. I wish you much peace and blessings, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.